Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Marcus Buchecha Almeida. You finally have an opponent for Friday. Hugo Cunha is out. Zasur Mirzamuhamedov is in. How pleased are you just to have a fight? And what's it been like dealing with these ups and downs with these opponents?
Yeah, just like you said, it's been a roller coaster, and it's really annoying to train for a guy and switch last minute and keep switching. But just like you said, finally I have a fight, so I'm happy with that because really a lot of respect for my opponent to get the fight like with short notice. So it doesn't matter my opponent, the goal is gonna be the same, and I'm glad I have a fight.
Mirzamuhamedov is 5-0 from Uzbekistan. Is he a tougher fight than Hugo Cunha? What do you know about him? Have you had a look at him?
Yeah, no, for sure. I know he has a really good background on Muay Thai world champion. So I know he's a dangerous guy, dangerous striking, but really different of Cunha because Cunha was more a grappler, jiu-jitsu black belt. So it's completely different game, but it really doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter because if I want to fight against the best, I have to be ready for any situation. So change the game, change the strategy, but the goal is still the same.
How important was it for you that you had to fight in May, that you had to make sure that you got a fight in?
No, not really, because like I was supposed to fight in March, then got skipped for April, and then pushed for May. So I've been training since February, so I don't want to waste a training camp because it's too much on your body, too much on the head, right? There's a lot of mental to train. Like I'm training since February, so I just want to fight. You know, I don't want to like keep pushing because I remember last year my first fight supposed to be February, and then I just fought in September. So I didn't want it to happen the same thing this year. So that's why I want to keep fighting. I want to keep active because I want to keep fighting at least 3 times a year. So if keep skipping, keep pushing month after month, so then I'm gonna fight just September. So I don't like that. I want to fight at least 3 fights, maybe 4. Who knows? But I want to keep really active in the organization.
What have you been working on since we last saw you? What are you most pleased with from training?
Pretty much everything. So it's MMA, so you have to be complete in everywhere, all the aspects. So my striking is really good, my grappling is got better, and my wrestling. So feeling really confident with everything right now. Every time I train, every time I come here, I feel more comfortable than the previous time.
Who are your main training partners for this one?
I have a lot of heavyweights there. Marcelo Gom, Marcos Rogério, Pezão, Clidson Abreu, Said Soa, Júnior dos Santos, Jairzinho, Zé Colmeia, and I think that's the main partners that I have. Cara de Sapato, all these guys, the ones that I train the most, of course, and daily with my coaches, Catel Kubis, my striking coach, wrestling coaches, Stevie Molko and King Mo, my jiu-jitsu coach, Leonardo Vieira, and my conditioning coach, Diego Lacerda. They've been helping me so much to get here, to be 100%, and they help me to be ready for this fight one more time.
For many years, you've been one of the best in jiu-jitsu in your weight class. From what we've seen of you already, you look exceptional in MMA. How far away are you from being the best in the world at heavyweight in MMA, do you think?
Yeah, I just started, so I have just 2 fights, and I know I just getting started. But just like you said, I had a good beginning, so I started with the right foot. I know I'm going the right path, but still a lot to go. So I'm not even close where I can be, and I'm learning, I'm evolving, I'm getting better every day, but still a lot to get better, still a lot to go. So I know it's just my like I still like baby steps for where I wanna go, where I wanna be.
We've seen two beautiful finishes from you in the first round. What do you hope to get out of this fight? Does a part of you want to get a bit more cage time?
Being honest, whatever I see, I take. You know what I mean? So if I see a good opportunity to take down, I'll do it. If I see a good opportunity to strike, I'm gonna do it. So it's hard to predict a fight. It depends because it depends how a lot of the how my opponent gonna react, how he gonna do it. So I can't plan one thing, but he can like have a completely different strategy of what I'm thinking. So I don't like to think too much about like, oh, okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to take it down this time. So I'm gonna try to strike. So it's a fight. I feel that's how I did my whole life in my grappling career. So not really planning too much, but feeling more the fight and how the fight goes. It's all there. It just happens.
You mentioned some pretty amazing names in your training partners, and you faced some hard-hitting guys in ONE Championship. Who's the guy who's hit you the hardest, would you say?
In training,
In training or in a fight?
who hits the hardest? You mean you said?
Yes. Yes.
I'm glad that I didn't get hit in my first two fights, so I don't know about my opponents. But in training, I have like a lot of tough guys there that beat me up every day. But I think the one that did the most is Marcelo Gomes.
Interesting. And are you pleased with your striking? Your striking looks very impressive. How much has it evolved, would you say?
Yeah, it's getting better. I'm getting really confident with my hands, so I can't wait to show in to everyone because the last two fights was like I didn't have to use, but feeling really confident with my striking. Every time feeling much better. So soon everyone will see.
You said you want to fight 3 or 4 times a year. So if there were no problems, who would you like to fight next? Who would be a good opponent for you?
And being honest, like I don't even know because now just to have a fight, I'm really happy. So I don't even worry about the names anymore because I know it can, the fight can change last minute, like the last one, like every time in the week of the event, the fight just drops. So I'm not gonna worry too much about that because it's kind of frustrating. But I hope I can have somebody to fight soon.
I know you said baby steps, but considering that you already have a first round victory over someone like Khamzat Chimaev, you're not very far away from the top of the division. So how long do you think before we see you in a title fight?
I don't know. That's not up to me, but I know I'm still a lot to learn and to get better. So soon I'm gonna be ready, but I think right now is not the time. So I need to get more little bit more experience. And but that's the ultimate goal. That's I'm training for that, and soon I'm gonna be fighting for that. But just like I said, I'm still learning, still new in the game, but that's the goal. So soon I'll be there.
And are you interested in taking on Gordon Ryan or Andre Galvao in grappling, or would you prefer an MMA fight?
I'll prefer an MMA fight because that's what I'm training most of the time. So, but of course, if the division get really excited, and if I see somebody getting a grappling belt, something that gonna itch in the back of my head, and I probably gonna try to get the belt too. So, but for now, I'm not thinking too much. But in the future, it's gonna be something that I'm gonna try to have for sure. So, but not interested right now in this moment. I want to spend like if I have to spend a training camp, I will use that for MMA, so not for training jiu-jitsu. But just like I said, if I see somebody holding a belt, a grappling belt, maybe like okay, now it's time for to do something, but not right now.
We saw Rainier Derrida manage to get a draw with Andre Galvao, and he stopped by your gym. He actually stopped by to see a few different ONE Championship fighters. Has he impressed you when you met him and what you've seen from him?
Yeah, no, really, really nice guy, really tough guy. We had the opportunity to train a little bit, so it was good because he's like double champion of the organization. So it was really good for me to train with him, and But like just like you said, it was like really interesting. It was good training.
We've seen two first-round finishes from you. Is it possible to kind of predict how this one will go? Are we going to see another early submission here? Is that what you're feeling?
Early submission for me is the perfect fight. So I always looking for the perfect fight. So it's hard to say how it's gonna be because it depends. Whatever the opponent give to me, I'll take it. So I don't plan too much, but I'm looking for one more perfect fight. That would be like one more first round submission. That's the ultimate goal for every fight, 100%.
Let's say you get another first round submission. They give you the microphone. Will you make a call out?
To mean somebody else?
Yeah.
I didn't think too much about that yet, but let's see. Maybe if I get the victory, we will see.
Well, we'll be most intrigued to look at that one. Maximum respect to you, sir. It's great to see you back, and I'm glad you got a fight. Cheers.
Me too. Thank you so much.